Thank you very much for joining this live Q&A. I'll start by introducing myself and our area, and then go from there. My name's Josh Newland, and I'm one of the heads of programs for the residential construction and trades area, which encompasses quite a lot of trades, all the way from bricklaying and carpentry, all the way through to electrical and plumbing. One of the things that sort of stands our area out is that majority of our courses are apprenticeships, which require you to have an employer and be employed, but it also means that you are paid while you're training, which is an amazing benefit. And very rarely, if ever, have I come across somebody that's done an apprenticeship that's regretted it, because it's a qualification that you have for life, and it opens so many doors. A brief overview of our area includes that we have arguably some of the best facilities in WA, if not Australia. Our plumbing area has a big undercover sandpit that allows our guys to do real-time digging, and also trenching to learn how to do those, including trench supports. Our electrical areas cover everything from your basic wiring all the way to bigger projects, with the view to moving into renewables at a later stage. And we also have carpentry, which encompasses everything from building roofs all the way to the minor areas of leveling and water levels. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is our industry connections. We have great partnerships across the board with the likes of BGC, ABN Group, and a whole range of different smaller organisations, which helps us when we're putting our pre-apprentices, which is another qualification we offer, on work experience. What this does is it allows us to have the best training on the ground here at North Metropolitan TAFE, but also allows us to have the best training out in the workforce when we send students out on work experience. So the students are able to see and apply their hands-on skills and theory that they learn at TAFE out in the real world. And the feedback that we get from employers is that our training is some of the best that they've seen. So when they send their apprentices here, they know that they're getting good quality training. All of our lecturers are skilled in their areas, and they're constantly updating their skills. They're all qualified tradesmen, whether that be a roof plumber, a plumber, carpenter, cabinet maker, glazer. They're all qualified, and they all keep up to date with industry, whether that be through industry forums or whether that be through our new program, which is our CLIP program, which is where our lecturers return to industry to gain skills in new areas. At the moment, the costs come under the low fee skills, and some of them are actually free courses as well. So you just double check on our website for those ones. The most common questions we get are how long are apprenticeships? They range from 3 to 4 years, with our pre-apprenticeships ranging anywhere from 10 weeks to 16 weeks, depending on which trade you do them in. The other questions we have is, one of the big questions we have is, if I didn't want to do an apprenticeship, do you have other courses available? And we do. We have skill sets. Some of our skill sets, especially in our mortar trade area, give you your white card as well as a couple of unit of competency, which allow you to gain the skills and then go out and work experience and or work with a qualified bricklayer and learn on the job training there, with a view to seeing if an apprenticeship's for you. Once you've decided if that's the pathway you want to go down, then you have the ability to start an apprenticeship. And once again, we have qualified trainers and lecturers here that will take you through and give you the best training that they possibly can. Our mortar trades area is probably one of our areas that we want to focus on at the moment. As you know, the building industry is booming, and there are not enough bricklayers, concreters, plasterers, ceiling fixers to get the houses up, and builders are screaming out for them. Our lecturers here are some of the best in the country, and the skills that you'll learn here will give you skills for life. But we also have the ability for those of you that, again, don't want to commit to a full apprenticeship, to take up some of our short courses, which include our handyman courses for bricklaying, tiling, and we also have a supervisor's course for those of you that are wanting to move into supervising building houses or into the commercial arena. The other question we always get is how much will I be on? That's dependent. There is an award wage for apprentices and for tradesmen, but depending on which company you work for, your conditions, your hours, etc., that'll all depend. Also, one of the big things is overtime. We find a lot of our apprentices gain the extra money by doing overtime, whether that be on Saturdays or extra hours after work. Um, we are constantly updating our website to make sure that we have the best information possible. But just to give you a brief overview of some of the qualifications we have, we currently have a Cert 2 in glazing that's just been put on, but we have Cert 3 in bricklaying and block laying, all the way to our Cert 4 in building construction. And we also have pre-apprenticeships, which if you're a school-age student, you can actually do through school, or if you're a school leaver or potentially school's not for you, you can also do our Cert 2 in building construction, which we have in brick and block laying, painting and decorating, solid plastering, wall and floor tying, and carpentry and joinery, as well as in cabinet making and a few other areas as well. One of the things that we really want to touch on is the fact that once you have a trade for life, and you can then build on those skills, and forever and a day you can have a qualification that can open doors to a range of different areas, whether that be in sales, whether that be furthering your trade, or whether it be actually in a few years' time, once you've gained those skills, coming back to TAFE and lecturing here and giving back to the next generation. Um, yeah, so if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If not, we have plenty of information on our website, and we're always happy to answer as many questions as you have.